Okay, so remember, we are dealing with this particular question whereby we are introducing the independent variable number 2. You are introducing independent variable number 2. And the independent variable number 2 here is the x2, which we are trying to incorporate so that we are able to come up with a cost function of y equal to a plus bx1 plus cx2. That is what you want to deal with. That is what we want to deal with. Now, if you look at this particular question, of course, we must have 3 equations. So we have equation number 1, we have equation number 2, and then we have equation number 3. So the 3 equations are what we are going to use for us to be able to get the value of the unknowns, which is x, y, z. So we need to get the value of x, which represents a there, value of b, which represents, or y, which represents b, value of z, which represents c. So this is what you are supposed to do. Remember the first one, you extract this value. So number 1, you ensure that these figures here are we required to master that Cramer's model. Yes, if you're able to understand it, of course, there are several ways of calculating the matrix. There are several ways of calculating this particular, solving this one. You can just use the equation the way it is. Then you look for the value of unknowns by grouping these particular functions. You make this one here, one of them to be the subject of the formula. You use it again when you come down here. Then again, you use it to eliminate what you have here. Then you can also use the same matrix method, but using a different procedure, not Cramer's model. And again, you can also go the other way, the one you are saying summation of y is equal to na plus bx, then summation of xy is equal to a summation of x plus b summation of x squared. So we are introducing variable number 3, which we'll be able to see how we are going to introduce the third one down here for us to be able to solve that. So that's another way of doing the same. But I want us to maybe use Cramer's model because it is the most effective one. It is the most effective one and to enable you to save on time. So we were able to see the way you extract this particular equation, the way it is, this one here, I only need to come and bring in the way it is, then I extract the first 2 without bringing this third or the solution here. When I extract the first 2, I bring it outside here, then you cross multiply, you'll be able to come up with the determinant. That's the way of getting the determinant. Then going forward, for you to get the value of x, the value of y, the value of z, you'll have to divide your results by the determinant. So what is our determinant? It is this one here, 144. So anything you are going to get, you have to divide it by the determinant. Now here, this is the pattern. In my second equation of the first one, after getting the determinant, I will come and bring this to replace the first one. It comes here to replace the first one, then the result will be the value of x. When I bring this one here to replace the second one, I'll be able to get the value of y. If I bring it to replace the third one, it will give me the value of z. This is the simplest formula, of course. So when I come to this part after getting determinant, I will have to come and use this to replace this one here. So which matrix am I going to have? I'll be having 119, 80, 353, 3, negative 6, 9, 4, 7, 10. Then I come and extract the first 2 to be outside, which I've done here. 19, 80, 353. Then 3, negative 6, negative 9. I use it to bring in this other part. I extract the first 2 to be outside here. Then I cross multiply. So I will take 119 by negative 6 by 10 plus 3 by 7 by 353 plus 4 by 8 by 9 the whole of that I less 353 by negative 6 by 4 plus 9 by 7 by 19 plus 10 by 80 by 3. If that is done, then I should be able to get the value here, and I divide it by the determinant. So before you divide by the determinant, what are you going to have? I think we stopped at this point here. What are you going to have? What are you going to have there? What are you going to have before you divide it by the determinant? What are you going to have? Yes, somebody? Let me see. 1728. So I'm told here is 17. And someone else should confirm to us. Let me see the second response. Is it 1728? Somebody to confirm to us. Just open your bracket, the first bracket. This by this by this plus this by this. Without these other brackets, just open the first one. Put all of this, you close the bracket, minus, open another one, put the entire thing, you close the bracket. Are you getting the same figure? Will you get the same figure as what Imar is giving us here? Will you have the same figure? Please confirm if you're getting the same. Shady, confirm to us. Will you have the same? About Cheruto, good. So I can see two of us are confirming that this is going to be the answer. Two of us are confirming that this will be the answer. So you now take this, then you divide by 144. What will you get? If you take that, you divide by 144, what are you getting? We are getting 12. So that 12 is the value of, so the value of x is equivalent to 12. The value of x is equivalent to 12. We now want to use this matrix here. We now want to use the same matrix to solve for the value of y. This same matrix now, we are replacing the second one. So the second one, I will come here and indicate my matrix, but because I want to get the value for the second one, I will simply come and replace this with the summation which is here. So what am I going to do? I will have 2, 5, 2, 5, 8, 3, negative 6, 9, 4, 7, 10. And then we have said we are going to replace this one here with the result. So this one should not be there. I need to come and have 119. I need to come and have 80. I need to come and have 353. So once you have that, I will go ahead and now proceed with what is here. So I have the 3, but then within this, I'll take the first 2 and bring it outside. So I'm going to have 2, 19, 5, 80, 8, 353. That is what I have. Then I take them in 3 because this is a square matrix of 3 by 3. So I'll have this, I will have this, I will have this one. Then it goes this way. So it will be 2, it will be 2 times 80 times 10 plus 119 times 7 times 8 plus 4 by 5 by 353. 4 by 5 by 353. The whole of that minus 8 by 80 by 4 353 by 7 by 2 10 by 5 by 119. And the whole of that result you're going to divide by, 140, was it 144, which was the determinant. So I want you to give me the result here first. What will we have? What will we have? What will we have? What will we have there? Please confirm. Confirm the results. Before dividing by 144, what are you getting? What are you getting there before we divide it by 144? What are you getting? We have 1872. So here is 1872. You need to divide by 1872. You need to divide by 144. So what are you having? When you divide, what will you have? So you're getting the value of y to be equal to 13. The value of y is equivalent to 13. Good. We want to go ahead and get the value of z. So the value of z, of course, I will come and insert it here. The value of z, let's extract now. Remember, we are replacing the third one now. So we have 2, we have 3, we have 5, we have -6, we have 8, we have 9. Now, we are supposed to replace the third one. And the third one is this, which we are replacing with 119, 80, 353. I believe this one here is the simplest method of calculating this. Then I come and extract the first two, which is 2, 3, 5, -6, 8, 9. Then I now take them in 3. That is it. Then the last one. That is what we have. So let's go ahead and get now this. I will have 2 by negative 6 by 353 plus 3 by 80 by 8 plus 119 by 5 by 9 by 9, the all of that less, the all of that less 8 by negative 6 by 119, 9 by 80 by 2, 353 by 5 by 3. So I should get something, then I divide by 144. So what are we getting here? What are we getting here? Let's get something. Let's work on that. 2016, that is Imari is telling us that this one here is 2016. Someone to confirm? Someone to confirm. Is it 2016? Is it 2016? Is it 2016? Okay. Good. So we have 2016. When you divide 2016 by 144, 2016 by 140, divide by 144, what do we have here? What do we have there? We have 14. So our value of Z is equal to, our value of Z is equal to 14. Having gotten 14, go ahead and give us the cost function in the form of Y equal to A plus BX1 plus C X2. So give us that in the form of Y equal to that. Our Y is equal to A plus BX1 plus CX2. So having gotten the values of these items, are we able to get now the unknown? Are we able to get the unknown? Are we able to get the unknown here? Are we able to get the unknown? So let's confirm if this one will give us that. Let's just have this before we get to this point. We have 2x, which is 24, is it? Plus 3y, which is 39, plus 4z, which is 56. If you add all this, what are you getting? If you add all this, what are you getting? What are you getting if you add all of them? 119. Try doing this, the second one. 5 by x, that is 60, minus 60 minus 6y. Is it 78? Is it 78? Is it 78? Then we have 7z. So 14 by 7. 14 by 7 should give us 14 by 7. What are you getting? 98. 98. So you can see we are able to get the values of these unknowns. We are able to get the values of these unknowns. So that's how you are going to come up with a function. That's how you're going to use this once you have the question here for you to be able to get the value of unknowns there. So we have X, Y, Z. So are we able to make Y the subject of the formula? Are we able to make Y the subject of the formula? Are we able to make Y the subject of the formula? Of course, we just come and say 3y is equal to 3y is equal to 2x. Sorry, it will be 119 minus 3x minus 4z. Make y the subject of the formula. So y is equal to, give us this value here. Give us the value here. What will we have? Should be -2, -2. Yes, -2, -2. So here you're going to have y equal to 119 over 3 minus 2/3 x minus 4 over 3 z. So from this automatically you're able to see our fixed cost here from this one only. Our fixed cost is equivalent to 119 divided by 3. That is the total fixed cost. Then our value of bx1, the value of b is this one here. So variable cost per unit of element x here is a negative. So b is equal to -2/3, which is going to be the slope of the curve. Then we also have c, which is equal to -4 over 3. Of course, now the independent variables which will determine the value of y, the independent variables which will determine the value of y is x and z. So in a question, the examiner will give you this. This is what the examiner will give you. The examiner will give you the value of y, the values of x, the values of z. Then they tell you to come up with the cost function. They'll tell you to come up with the cost function. And that cost function, the cost function, you're going to get it when you come up with the 3 questions for you to be able to get the value of x, the value of y, the value of z, which you will get by doing this, which you'll be able to get by doing that. So is it now clear to somebody? 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 So during your free time, you can try to solve this other one. You can try to solve this other one. Let me just get it very fast. We have 5,000 equal to 6a minus 3b plus 7c. Then we have 6,500 is equal to 2a plus 6b plus 3c. Then the last one is 3,600 equal to a minus 2b plus 10c. So you can have this second one, do it at your free time. This one here we've done. So use Kramer's model to solve this other one. Use Kramer's model to solve this other one. But now I want us to, because we are going to be given for your case, you'll be given the values of x, the values of y, the values of z. Then you are told to come up with an equation, then you solve. Are like A, B, C, how will you know? When is the total fixed cost and the variable cost? Okay, we are going to do a question here, then you'll be able to identify what represents variable, what represents the fixed cost. Remember this one here we've condensed. We've already extracted the values for X, for Y, for Z, for X. Then you come up with a condensed equation and then we solve. But now the one we are going to tackle actually, the next one, you have this one here. So you extract it from this, you get this, then you solve. That's what we are going to do. Is it clear? Is it clear? So just have this question, please, with you. Have it with you as I share the other question here. Me from your now, this particular multiple matrix or multiple variable question, you can also solve it using this. Remember the formula which you are using yesterday. You can tell us that summation of y is equal to NA plus B1 summation of X1, or let's have this as B, summation of X1 plus C summation of X2. Whereby this one here can be X and then this one can be Z, depending on the letters that you've decided to use. That's the first one. Then we need to get summation of X1 Y is equal to A summation of X1 plus B summation of X1 squared plus C summation of X2. Then summation of X1, X2. Then I get to the second one, that is now summation of X2, summation of X2, Y is equal to A summation of X2 plus C summation of X2 squared plus B summation of X to X1, X2. This is what we have. So I believe you can remember this formula which we used yesterday when we were dealing with the one or two variables. So here you give us summation of Y equal to NA, B summation of X1 plus C summation of X2. Summation of X1, just look at the pattern which is here. It is basically the same thing but now interchanged. I have summation of X1 Y is equal to A summation of X1 plus B summation of X1 squared, which we have there. Then plus C summation of X1, X2. When I come now to summation of X2Y equal to A summation of X2 plus C summation of X2 squared plus B summation of X1, X2. This one here, if you follow this very well, you'll be able to arrive at these functions here. You'll be able to arrive at these functions here. So summation of Y, for example, summation of Y is equal to 119. Let's take it from that point. So let's just use this maybe to extract what we have there. Summation of Y is equal to, let's have this maybe 119 is equal to NA plus B X1 plus C X2. So your NA maybe is the 3Y. So your N maybe is 3. Then here maybe your N is okay, let's have this one here. That is what you have. So this is what we are going to use for you to be able to arrive at this. But I want us to use a practical data whereby you start from that 0 up to this particular point. So have you been able to see the question? I'm still waiting for your response. Have you been able to see the question? Have you been able to see the question there? Okay, so if you look at what I have there, I'm being told that given the following data, maintenance cost is Y, distance covered in kilometers, and the load in kg. So the maintenance cost depends on two things. One, it depends on the distance that has been covered. Two, it depends on the weight of the load. So two different variables here are affecting our cost. So let me just do away with this one here. So here we have maintenance. So I want you to help me understand something here. Remember, the cost function is Y equal to A plus BX1 plus CX2. So with this one here, this is what we need to have. So are we able to identify what represents Y, what represents X1, what represents X2? Are we able to identify that? Are we able to identify that? Are we able to identify that? Yes. So please go ahead and let me know. I have, so Y is maintenance cost. Thank you. So I have Y here. Y is maintenance cost. Y is maintenance cost. Y is a maintenance cost. Then after Y, what do we have? We have X1 and X2. So any of the other two can be X1, can be X2, because there are two independent variables that are affecting the value of Y. So one, we can decide to take distance covered to be X1, then we take the load to be X2, or we take the load in kg to be X1, then distance covered to be X2. So let's now have, maybe let's just follow that order. So we have Y, X1, X2. So that is what we have. So I have 28 corresponding to 74 corresponding to 5. I have 33, 87, 69. Sorry. 33, 87, 11. Then we get to 21, 69, 4. We get to 40, 69, 40, 69, 9. We get to 38, 81. Yes, 38, 81, 7. Then we get to 46, 97, 10. So automatically you're able to see we can get X. We can get, N. That is the frequency. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 sets of that particular data. Now, if you look at our equation down here, if you look at our equation down there, first of all, you're able to see here, this is the summation of Y. I need this one, summation of X1, summation of X2. So I've been able to get summation of Y. I've been able to get N because I've known the number of observation is 2. Sorry, that is n is equal to 6. I've been able to count. They have 6 sets there. Then I don't have A, which I'm looking for. I don't have B, I don't have C. X1, I have them. But now look at this question here. Summation of X1, I'm going to get it when I add everything in that column. Summation of X1 plus C, summation of X2, I have it here. When I go to the second one, summation of X1Y. X1Y, it means I need a column for X1 multiplied by Y. Then down here, you'll be able to get summation of X1Y. Then, so I've been able to get this. Then I also need summation of X2Y. I need summation of X2Y. So I just move here, and then I get summation of X2Y, which will give me the summation down here. Then, so this is summation of X2Y. I have it now, summation of X2Y. When I come here, I need a column for B, summation of X1 squared. So I need a column. I need a column for X1 squared. And I also need a column for X1 squared. I also need a column for X2 squared. So X2 squared. Then the last one, you're able to see I need a column for X1, X2. X1, X2, X1, X2. It is the same thing. So I will come here and again now indicate X1, X2. That is what we need to have in place. That is what we need to have in place. Let me put this one here for you. Summation of Y is equal to NA plus B, summation of X1 plus C, summation of X2. Then I will go to summation of X1. Summation of X1Y is equal to A, summation of X1 plus B, summation of X1 squared plus C, summation of X1, X2. Summation of X2Y is equal to A, summation of X2 plus C, summation of X2 squared plus B, summation of X1, X2. That is what we need to have. So let's use that one. And then I will use this space to get the result. So please get your calculator ready. Get your calculator ready so that we can complete this together. Get your calculator ready. So this summation of X2Y, summation of X1 squared, summation of X2 squared, summation of X1, X2. So let me also get mine. Then we move very fast. So let's now calculate here X1, Y. That is this times this. What do you have? 28 by 74. 28 by 74. What do we have? 2072. How about 33 by 87? 33 by 87. Very fast, very fast. 2871. How about 21 by 69? 21 by 69, 1449. Then 40 by 69. 40 by 69. What do we have? 2760. Then 38 by 81. 38 by 81. That is 78. Then 46 by 97. 4462. Okay, we can go ahead and get x2y. This one here times this. So 28 by 5. 28 by 5, what do we have? 140. Then 33 by 11. 363. Then 21 by 4. That is 84. Then we have 40 by 9. Is it 360? Then we have 38 by 7. 38 by 7. 266. Then we have 46 by 10. That is 460. Let's come to x1 squared. 74 squared. 74 squared. 74 squared, 5476. Then we have 87 squared. 87 squared. 7569. Let's confirm the answer. Someone else to confirm. 7569. 75. Good. Then let's have 69 squared. 69 squared, 4761. Then let's have 69 again squared, 4761. Then let's have 81 squared. 81 squared, 6561. Then let's have 97 squared. 97 squared, 9409. Great. Let's come to x2 squared. So x2 is this one here. 5 squared is 25. 11 squared, 121. 4 squared, 16. 9 squared, 36. 7 squared, 49. And then 10 squared is 100. Let's come to this one here. x1, x2. That is 74 by 5. 74 by 5. What do we have? 74 by 5. 370. Then 87 by 11. 87 by 11. 957. Then 69 by 4. 69 by 4. 276. Thank you. Then we have 69 by 9. 621. 81 by 7. 81 by 7. 567. Then we have the last one here. 97 by 10. 970. Is it? So we've now been able to get all the components of this particular function. So let's now go ahead and get the summation. So what do we have? I just want you to do for me a favor here. Start getting from this part, then you mention as I start with this other side. So let me start with the other side. 957 plus 276 plus 621 plus 567 plus 970. I'm able to get 3761 here. I'm able to get 3761. I believe somebody's calculating something there. Let me go to the second one. 25 plus 121 plus 16 plus 36 plus 49 plus 100. 347. Y is 206, thank you. Y is 206. X1 is 477. 477. X2 is 46, thank you. Good. We are now remaining with this one. Let me pick this, someone else to pick the other two. So I have 5476 plus 7569 plus 4761 plus 6561 plus 9409. I'm able to get 5476, 7569, 47, 61, 65, 61, 9409. I'm getting 33, 776. Okay, I'm told the X1, Y, 16, 692, 16, 692. Thank you. Then this one is remaining. Yes, this one here. So let's all of us get this one and compare to see if what you have been actually giving out independently is correct. Let's all of us do this one here together. Let's all of us do this one here together. I'm getting 1673. Second last column is 392. Let's also confirm this as I indicate 1673. Let's all of us confirm this. Let's all of us confirm that again. 25, 121 plus 16 plus 36 plus 49 plus 100, 347. You use 36 instead of 81. Oh, it was x squared. So this one is supposed to be 81. 392. Great. So this is what we have. This is the function. So let's go ahead and use or replace what we have. So summation of y, remember we said that our n is equal to the number of observations, which is 6. So let's come, summation of y, which is 200, 206 is equal to NA, which is 6A, plus B summation of X1, that is 477B, plus C summation of X2. Summation of X2 is 46, so plus 46C. That is number 1. We go to the second one. That last column is 38, 537. 38, 38, 537. Confirm. That 537. Confirm if there's something that we are leaving out here. Is it correct now? X1 squared is 38, 537. Okay, if it is correct, then that's good. So let's go ahead to the second one. Summation of X1Y1, summation of X1Y1, I mean X1Y is 16,692. So 16,692 is equivalent to A summation of X1, which is 477A. 477A plus A summation of X1 plus B summation of X1 squared. B, 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 summation of x1 squared plus C, summation of x1, x2. x1, x2, the summation is 37, 61, C. That is function number 3. Number 2, let's go to number 3. We are being told that summation of x2y, summation of x2y, summation of x2y, that is 16, 73, is equal to summation of x2. Summation of x2 is 46a plus summation of x2 squared. Summation of x2 squared is 392 C plus summation of x1, x2 B. Summation of x1, x2 B, which is 3761 B. This is equation number 3. That is equation number 3. So are we together up to that point? 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 So if you look at that particular procedure, you'll be able to see in exams, the examiner will be giving you y, x1, and x2. But they are not going to mention that this y, they are not going to give you directly that this is y, this is x1, this is x2. No, it is upon you to read and understand, what do I have as y? Then which one will be x1 and x2? Of course, you can use x1 and x2 interchangeably, so long as you're able to follow the trail until you get to the right point. So if you are keen enough, you will be able to see this is what you are given. So remember what I gave you, the condensed one. This one here was already done, and then you are arriving at this. Why was I doing that? Following this procedure is very simple and will not take you a lot of time. So long as you know these particular functions, which you have to master, then you will be able to get the summations down here. After getting the summations, now that we have two different independent variables, will you be able to convert this to get the value of A, to get the value of B, to get the value of C? That's where our problem is. That is where our problem is, and that's what we want to solve. Now, having gotten this, are you able to calculate it? Are you able to go ahead and calculate it? So it is this particular function here that you need to calculate using matrix method. So I want us to see if we actually have 4 minutes, but I believe it will be enough for us to just work on something here. So that's how. So what are you supposed to take home? This one here, very important, because this is what you're going to use to come up with these particular functions. So I want us to rearrange this by having A appearing first, B, then C. So let's follow that pattern. So we have 6A. So we have 6A plus 477B plus 46C is equal to 206. Then I have 477A plus 38, 537B plus 3761 is equal to 16,692. Then I have 46A plus 3761B plus 392C is equal to 1673. This is what you need to have. This is the arrangement pattern. After having this arrangement pattern, we now go ahead and come up with a matrix. How will the matrix look like? The square matrix, that is 3 by 3, it will be 6, 4, 77, 46, 4, 77, 38, 5, 37, 37, 61, 46, 37, 61, 392. The all of this, remember the pattern now, it is A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. That's why I've rearranged it, because if you look at it very well, yes, A is coming first, then I have B, but this is now C. That's why I need to rearrange them in this pattern, so that the all of this one, the first column here, I have A all through, I have B, I have C. For me to be able now to come here and proudly say it is A, B, C. The all of this I equate to the results that we have there, which is 206, 16, 692, then 1673. The first thing you need to get is the determinant. You need to get the determinant. You don't change anything. You just use what you have here. For the determinant, you just use what you have there. So I will just have 6, 477, 46. I have 477, 38, 537, 37, 61, 46, 37, 61, 392. After having indicated this, you take the first two, that is 6, 477. You take 477, 38, 537. You take 46, 37, 61. Then remember the pattern. This one here, this minus this one here, and then this one here. So I believe we can now remember the procedure. You can now remember the procedure. That's what you need to do for you to get the determinant. That's what you need to do to get the determinant. So this is what you are going to do. You'll take 6 by 38, 537 by 392 plus 477 by 3761 by 46 plus 46 by 477 by 3761. The all of that, you less, let's have the last part here. You less 46 by 38, 537 by 46 plus 3761 by 3761 by 6 plus 392 by 477 by 477. So that one will give you the determinant. Then you go ahead and get the value of A, the value of B, the value of C. Once you do that, you just come and say Y is equal to that value of A, just indicate that A directly, plus B x1, you'll get B, so you indicate that x1 plus the value of C x2. Then I give you your free 7 marks. So will we be able to do that? Will we be able to do that? Then you post it in the group. Once everyone is able to calculate everything, I will share now the final working with you in that particular group. Will that be okay? Will that be okay? Will that be okay with us? Okay, so just complete this, get the determinant, and remember everything you are going to get here, whatever you get after doing this, you'll be dividing everything by the determinant. Of course, the other question will guide you, because the other one we started from this point. But now this one here,